Hey guys, Cheyenne here. How's everybody doing tonight? So I want to come to you quickly because I kind of wanted to know um, if I overreacted or like what you guys would have done, right? So I got a call from Trey's school today at lunchtime telling me that he had a nosebleed, which is fine because he gets those actually fairly often, which that's a whole other thing. Do your children get nosebleeds often? Because if they do you know what causes it? For me, I figure number one is the dry air. Number two, he's not drinking enough water because he loves water, but he forgets to drink water. Anywho, I digress. That's not what I was talking about. So they called and said that he had a nosebleed at school. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Thanks for letting me know. Last time they didn't let me know, and I was like, oh, how come I don't get called? So I figured that's what it was. Then she said, and he also slipped and hit his head. And I was like, wait, what? And then she like comforted me and told me like, he's okay, and I checked it and he doesn't have a bump or anything like that. It's just that I have to call you and let you know. So I was like, okay, but when did the nosebleed happen? Did it happen before or did it happen after? And she's like, she's not too sure because he didn't really know. He said he didn't notice when it started to bleed. He just saw now that it's bleeding. So I was like, okay, so whatever. She said he seems fine. He's upstairs eating lunch. So I told him, let me know, like, what happened. Like, if there's anything, tell him. Do not hesitate to tell his teacher to call home because I'm home, right? So then Trey usually has after school program. I let him go to the after school program just because I feel like it's that time where he's gonna like be able to relax with his friends while he's in school, because like while he's in class he can't really play around too much, right? But after school program, that's the time when he could play around. So I figure might as well leave him there with his friends, whatever. And today is computers. Now if anybody knows my child, he loves computers. So today would have been the day where he gets like computers without having to share with anybody else. Like there's not really like a time limit per se, because his classroom, it's his time to have computers. So that was today. Now, after hearing that like he fell and hit his head and then his nose bled, I went into mommy mode, and at 2 whatever, when school finished, I was there. And I picked him up. Now, he wasn't too happy about that, but I did tell him that he'll be able to use the computer at home, which normally he doesn't do during the week, but I figured since I was picking him up early, might as well, right? So my question to you is, number one, should I have picked him up early? And if not, just like let him go throughout like his after school program? Like I don't know. So anywho, should I have picked him up early? Which I did. And then the grilling that I gave him afterwards was intense. I swear you would think I was like a detective or something and he had like potentially committed a crime. I was like, so what happened? How did you fall? Where did you fall? Okay, where on your head did you hit? How did you hit it that way? Did you fall this way? Did you fall that way? Okay, and then when you fell, how did you feel? What happened afterwards? When did your nose start bleeding? And it was hilarious. And then the whole time I was like watching him like a hawk because that's what moms do, right? So I want to know, do you think that was like a little overbearing that I came and picked him up like right after school? Because guys, I don't know where you are, but we had freezing rain overnight. So there's snow and there's ice. There's like the floor is not safe. So, well, not safe. It's not horrible either, but if you hit your head on the floor, like you're gonna hit some ice. So, what do you think? Was I a little too excessive going to pick him up right after school so that I can watch him for myself? Because at the end of the day, like he's in his class with like all his other friends and the one monitor. Is she really gonna watch him like a hawk like mommy will? Mm-mm. So I want to know, has this ever happened to you? And if it has, what did you do? And was it excessive that I went and picked him up early? All right? So that's what I want to know, guys. Let me know. Bye.